I've recently dived into the world of UI/UX design. I started with some UX research, obviously, because that's the most important part. Then I practice UI by recreating popular interfaces like Instagram. I wanted to recreate the Instagram UI because it's a very simple UI, but there's still so many little elements that I wanted to practice. I didn't recreate every single element because that would have been a waste of time, but I did recreate the basics like the scrolling, the overall layout, the liking animation, basically everything that was different from everything else. And it was super fun, super cool, and I'm super excited to do more. And that's where I kind of figured out that I actually do enjoy UI and UX and this whole design world. Now it's portfolio time. A lot of what I have right now is inspired by the fitted app that's already been made. Mine is going to have more features and I want it to be more customizable and organizable. That's not a word. I want mine to have more personality. I feel like that can be the thing that makes me stand out is the personality aspect of it, especially as a designer. And now in the kind of audience I want to attract is designers, you know, experimental designers and things like that. I want to be able to dabble in that and mix that with UI. I obviously can still do the basic UI, but why not add a little fun to it, you know? I want to have a feature called aesthetic. Basically, you can call it whatever aesthetic you want, and then if there's a certain aesthetic you're gonna dress towards, then you can do that. But I don't know if that's practical because it's kind of like pictures, you know, you search up like coquette or something and you get coquette ideas. I don't know. I know there's like some controversy regarding like adhering to a certain aesthetic and us having a personal style. I feel like having the aesthetic button can make it really difficult to fill in, especially if the fit that you have or that you made doesn't have like a certain aesthetic. It just is your personal style. So I think we're not gonna add that feature yet. Big thing that I also want to incorporate is eco-consciousness. I want there to be a feature where you can mark when you've worn that piece specifically, and then like every week or whatever, the app will send you a notification being like, you haven't worn this piece in X amount of time, or you've only worn it this amount of times. Maybe you should donate it, maybe you should add it more to the rotation, so that way you're not going out buying clothes that you might already have or might not wear. But I also want there to be a wish list, so when they add something to the generator and they like how it looks with other fits and they have fits with it, it goes to the wish list and then it will stay there, and then once the user buys it, the user can check it off as bought and then it'll be part of the closet automatically. I spent 3 days in a rut because I was either going to redesign an already existing app like Steam or create a finance app, but I realized that's so boring, so I'm not doing that anymore. Coming up with this idea for a project got the creative juices flowing and made me realize that I don't have to create cookie cutter UI designs to get hired or to get jobs or to get clients. In fact, you want to stand out from the very oversaturated world of UI. When I started diving into UI and UX, I felt really guilty because of it. You've been here from my very first video. I was in a data analytics course or a science course. It was a boot camp and I completed the whole thing in 6 months, I think. But toward the end, I could feel myself kind of distancing from it and feeling so really bored because of it. And when I graduated, I spent the rest of 2023 looking for a job in that department, in that field. First of all, job market is terrible right now. We're not going to get into that. But I also was applying to these jobs and continuing to pursue this career that I knew I didn't like, but it's the skills that I had, so I wanted to take advantage of it, but I wasn't even passionate about it, and I knew that would reflect in my work and my attitude and things like that, and I didn't want that. I didn't want to affect that. So I took some more time to myself to figure out what the fuck I wanted to do, and looks like design was something that I actually really enjoyed doing. But at the end of the day, data science just wasn't my thing. It's not who I am. And I want to do something new. I want to change it up, and I'm having a good time doing it. Plus, everything always works out. I saw this TikTok and there was this girl literally being like, whatever decision you make, everything's gonna be fine. And I'm like, you're so right. You're so right. Oh my god. And like, it's so simple, but it's such a nice reminder to hear that no matter what you do, you're gonna be okay. And you're gonna figure it out. And I think that's enough personal talk for me. I ate some really good pho before this. And I went to Target to get some Olipop. I'm gonna go back home like 10 times darker than I normally am. Yeah, this is the best we're gonna do. This is what you're gonna have to deal with. I got an entire case of the strawberry vanilla Olipop, of course, but I also got a watermelon lime. Never seen this flavor before, and I really want to try it. Okay, y'all never miss. It's crazy. All right, time to go home. This might be my new favorite flavor. This is really good. I am extremely bloated right now, so I think I'm gonna just lay down and watch Criminal Minds. I was gonna do work, but like I can't. I love him so much. Across this quote on TikTok that really resonated with the current situation I'm dealing with, and it's stop expecting you from other people. And it's like, that literally rocked my world. Like, I felt like I got punched in the gut. I'm currently going through like a situation with a friend, and it's about, you know, behavior and like treating your friends how you want to be treated. Just it's like basic friendship stuff. That quote is just like, I'm expecting him to act like me and do what I do. And I feel like I do that with a lot of people. And I don't realize it, and then when they don't do what I would do in that situation, it's like, do they not care enough? That might not be the case in everything, you know, people just show care and love differently. People are just so different, and I always forget to realize that. Like, I'm not trying to glaze myself or anything, but I do think that I treat my friendships and relationships pretty good, and when I don't get that treatment back, it's like kind of crazy. Yeah, I just wanted to share because I felt like that quote needed to be here for other people too. It's 12:11 right now. I'm gonna go to bed, but first I'm gonna solve one round of Sudoku. So